All right, and welcome to another beautiful day at Able Bodied headquarters, here where we have our accessible garden that I want to go over today. As you can see, I am in a wheelchair, and this is the wheelchair gardener. So, to start off with, I wanted to go to my self-watering planter raised bed that I got at Costco. This is nice because it's, I don't have to bend over to get to my lettuce. It's very easy. I use the cut and come again method. So I'll cut, as you can see right here, and come again. So this has been providing lettuce for us. I have some dill, this beautiful sunflower. I have a strawberry in the corner here. And this bed has been pretty good for me. It's nice and accessible. Speaking of strawberries, I have another setup that I'm hoping to make even more accessible. That's quite nice because it doesn't have any dirt. This is my hydroponic setup over here, and as you could see, I bought this on Amazon for a little over 60 bucks. I'll have links to these things in the description. This has no dirt, it's purely water, and I have it hooked up right here to my solar generator from EcoFlow and my solar panel, so ultimately it should just run all the time. I have to fix the auto off functionality on this so it doesn't turn off every day. But as you can see here, I have my bucket with my nutrient solution, which that gets circled through this system here and feeds my strawberries. So we'll see how this goes. You could imagine taking each of these feet, putting them on maybe a 3-foot PVC pipe, and raising this up in such a way that you could roll underneath it, which would make it easier to put these things into each of the cups and harvest your strawberries or whatever you need to do. So I might do that later. Moving on to my next strawberry strategy. We'll see which one works out the best at the end of the season. I built these raised beds about a year and a half ago. They worked out great last year. You could see my strawberries in here just starting to grow. I planted them about a week and a half ago, and these are fed with my Ouya spike watering system. So as you can see, I have these wine bottles. They're in these terracotta spikes, which slowly let out the water. And ultimately, when I planted these bare root strawberries, I tried to wrap them around the Ouya spikes, so they should be able to get their water right when they need it. I think with strawberries, as with any real vegetation, they're very sensitive to overwatering or underwatering. So I'm doing all kinds of stuff with these Ouya spikes. In the back here, you can see my row of sunflowers has this one has Ouya spikes that are fed by a gravity-fed watering system that you could see on that bucket at the end there. Yet another experiment that we're trying out. What I do is I fill that bucket with my drip irrigation system, and then it actually feeds or provides water to the different Ouya spikes as they drink water. So that's that. This raised bed is really nice because, again, I don't have to bend over to go and pick weeds or plant. I could just lean over really easily. Oh, there's a weed right here. We can just pick it just like this. Oh, yeah, make sure to get the root. Yeah, it's been really good. I put this cover on because I don't want squirrels eating my strawberries, so I have a netting here. That worked last season. I had I was able to eat all the strawberries. I think I had a couple snails, but other than that, I was able to eat most of them. Here I have my grow bag system, which I'm using for some tomatoes. I'll be planting some cucumbers in these shortly. These again are really great because I could just roll up to these. You could put these anywhere. You could put these on concrete. In fact, on the other side of the house, I have a whole row of them. And I'm hoping to use them to grow bell peppers, cucumbers, and tomatoes. Again, I'm using this Ouya watering system here. And finally, I have this kind of lower bed, which also is not too bad. If you don't, those higher beds do require more material to fill in, and they are more expensive to build. If you want one that's lower like this, I just bend over and it's not that hard to go in and do what you need to do. So these regular beds are fine too. In this case, I have yet another watering system I'm testing out here. I have the drip irrigation directly connected to each of the bottles. There's no reservoir. As you can see in these bottles here, that one still has some water. These are almost empty. I'm assuming that these plants, like this big, massive passion fruit, has a bigger thirst for more water, so that bottle is a little bit lower. As you can see, this passion fruit stretches all the way to my bedroom door. So yeah, welcome to the wheelchair gardener. As the growing season continues, I will provide little videos on what works, what doesn't. Oh, one last strawberry strategy over here. This is a vertical planter that you could see here. I got this off of Amazon for something like, I think, 30 bucks. The cool thing about it is you can put a ton of plants, I think 20 plants in this space of 1 square foot, which is great. So the cool thing about this one is as you water in the top, the water actually drips down and waters the levels below. So you only have to water the very top two and it gets watered. So that's a really cool little strawberry planting strategy, and we'll see by the end of the season which one produces the most amount of strawberries. So I'll keep you posted. But I think what I really wanted to communicate is, at first I thought that gardening in a wheelchair is going to be really difficult because you have dirt, it's hard to get to certain things, and I've been able to design this garden in such a way that I could actually get to stuff without even bending over. If you're interested in finding out more, you could book a garden tour and gardening lesson at ablebodied.org, and we will make sure to keep posting videos and keep you guys abreast of the progress that we make here.